Hello dear students, welcome in this online session part 2, lesson number 12 we are getting, and as you can check it out that this is the lesson which we already started in the previous chapter or in the previous lecture. So this is actually part 2, 10th standard SS. Now in this second part we are going to focus on the page number 98 to 101 page number that I have already mentioned out here. So the previous topics which we discussed about the mineral, energy and resources were classified into the different gaseous form, energy resources, metallic and non-metallic too. Now we are gonna move on the topic that is actually relating with mica. Now you might be wondering what is this actually and where it is found. Then easily we can say from the Tamil Nadu to Karnataka, then West Bengal, and apart from we can say other zone also are Indian places related with the mica. Now it is also one of the thing which we need to understand that India is ranking first in the production of mica in the world, and it is the also we can say it is actually one of the substance which is also known as the mineral substance, which is actually fire resistance too, and also a bad conductor of the electricity. So these are the basic property of the mica, that is India ranks first, okay, comma, it is bad conductor of electricity. And another things are also related with that. So if we go in the more detail about the mica, then we can say it is also used in the radio, manufacturing telephone, dynamos, electrical goods, and many more kinds of things too. So that's how mica is also not only available in the Tamil Nadu, Gujarat, or apart from West Bengal only, it is also available in the Rajasthan. It is also available in the part of we can say other zones related to the Rajasthan, Jharkhand, Bihar, Andhra Pradesh, West Bengal too. And as I made you to understand that it is actually a bad conductor, as I have written already here, bad conductor of the electricity. So it is also known as electricity resisting material, means it is actually working as an insulator. Therefore we can say that mica is used mostly in the electrical appliances to be protection released before the short circuits or before the any kind of earthings also, and it is also, as I said you, it is the fire resistance. So after the mica, what we need to move on? See, we need to move on the next topic. Some small topics are there that we'll be discussing in this lecture. That comes the next, that is the lead, L-E-A-D. Now what is lead and what are its properties? As I made you to understand topic by topic here on the blackboard, you need to also actually see through your you need to also focus with your textbook here. So in the lead formation, my dear student, the lead is actually called the ore formation, or it is actually the lead's ore is also known as galena. So the ore formation of lead can be said as galena, G-A-L-E-N-A. So that's how we'll write the ore form equal to galena. Now why I'm writing this kinds of things? It can be asked in a fill in the blanks, question answers, 1 mark, or MCQs too here. So therefore it is also actually used in a large amount, as we can say that it is also known as the soft and heavy weighing material. Therefore it is also used to make the alloys, and apart from the alloys it is also used to make the electrical wire, color, then weapon, and also glass additional to the rubber as well. Storage of the battery is also conducting this kinds of material which is also known as lead. Now where this is found in India, you can easily justify that lead is actually found in the Rajasthan. Apart from Rajasthan, you can go to the Andhra Pradesh, Tamil Nadu. Then it is also found in the West Bengal, as I made you understand, same as in the mica. Then furthermore you will get this kinds of lead till Madhya Pradesh, Uttar Pradesh, Odisha, Maharashtra, and also Sikkim states too. Therefore everything related with the lead and mica is actually produced in India sufficiently, and also on the demand which is actually meeting to the comfortableness also with the people. The industries are ready to produce this kinds of material and this kinds of general production related to the mineral resources. Now why do we need mineral? The mineral can be generally needed by us for 2 to 3 things. Why? Generally to make our work easy. Second, to make ourselves comfortable. Third, to enhance more speed inside a technical any kind of instrument, and also to get good comfortability in the science and technical zone too here. And that's how we can say these kinds of general procedure of the material in the mineral form are also found. Now as if we move further, then you will get the limestone is also very not more further far from that. Now what is the work of limestone? Limestone, as you have already heard this, that limestone, then asbestos, chalk, other kinds of things are also related inside the mineral and the mineral resources. So limestone is generally used in the quantity to, we can say, production of cement. Whenever the cement is produced, limestone is generally used. So therefore we can say in the production of cement, lime is used. As you know that our infrastructure development is depending upon the cement and the other things only, therefore limestone is used. Besides that, it is also used in the iron melting industries to get the more temperature in the furnace. So that is iron melting too, and we'll write here that is iron melting. For the iron melting too, that is the limestone is used out. So there are different purposes related to the irons, related to the limestone. In the chemical industries also it is used as, it is also used as soda ash, it is also used as soap, it is also used in the manufacturing of color, chemical, then building of the, we can say, constructions, also we can say paper industries, sugar refineries and all. And these all the things are relating with the human resources and the human daily uses only, my dear student. Therefore we can say Andhra Pradesh is also one of the states which is producing this lime and limestone. Apart from that, Rajasthan, Madhya Pradesh, Gujarat, Tamil Nadu. Then here we can say most of the productions are coming from these states only. There is around 70% of the limestone is actually produced from our country, and that's how besides this Chhattisgarh, Karnataka, Maharashtra, Himachal Pradesh, other are also states which are producing limestone. For example, if we'll take the limestone produced inside the Gujarat, then we can say Jamnagar, furthermore Kutch, Amreli, Kheda. Other districts are also related with the lime producing states in the Gujarat, and we can say that in the Panchmahal also limestone is produced nearby Panchmahal. We can say Banaskantha, Mehsana, Surat, Sabarkantha, Vadodara. Then apart from that, Vadodara till Bhavnagar, Rajkot, Narmada, this all the limestone production is done out here. So the rocks, actually the rocks which are available inside Jamnagar, must remember the name, the rocks which are available inside the Jamnagar, which is available in Gujarat, is containing around 97% of the lime. Means the land of Jamnagar is 97% of consisting the limestone. So that's how we can say that we are using limestone in general basic purpose of production of the cement also, and melting also in the industries, in the furnace and all, and furthermore it is helping to the country too here. So see, these all are the basic things which I am explaining you in this lecture, and also I am trying to make you understand that how, when, why these kinds of things are used out, and what are their general resources, and how they are helping the country too. That we need to understand that cement making or the brick making industries or the steel making industries, they all are supportive bones of the nation. Whatever the nation is that, it may be the nation of India, it may be any of the nation. Therefore we can say mineral of the energy resources are also classified. Energy resources can be also classified holding an important place in the economical development of any nation. Therefore they keep the industry and the economy throbbing. That's how, if the mineral is not available, industries machinery will be also not keep vibrating, they will not throb. All the machineries will be stopped out, cars will be stopped out, there will be no fuel to here. So we need to get the mineral resources. So we need to actually increase the mineral resources, especially in the energy category, especially in the category of the energy. Now which are the minerals which are actually relating with the category of the energy, that you can say coal, mineral oil, apart from that gases, and also atomic mineral energies are actually one of the basic form of the energy resources. So classification of the mineral resources can be also done on the energy resources. Now we can say it can be classified affirmatively in the positive way. So different ways, such as somehow we can say conventional source can be also classified, non-conventional source can be also classified. Conventional and the non-conventional source, it means one is actually renewable resource and one is non-renewable resources. Burning of a petrol is a non-renewable resources. You cannot renew that. But melting of an ice Can be. So these kinds of processes are there where we can say okay, industries are actually helped by out these kinds of minerals. Now coal, mineral, natural gas, oil, atomic minerals are considered as the conventional or commercial source of energy. Conventional and commercial source of energy means we can generate direct electricity from them, we can generate direct economical benefits from them, we can generate direct employment from them, money also from them, and that's how we can say these are also somehow can be actually taken out at the good grade of the energy resources. Now natural gas, atomic mineral are considered as the conventional or the commercial source of energy, as I made you understand, and these are also somehow non-renewable resources. Therefore electricity is generated from these through these resources. Hydroelectricity, wind energy, or we can say or other energy like solar energy, biogas energy, geothermal energy are related with the tidal energies, and all are non-conventional source of energy. Therefore energy resources are divided into two types: conventional source of energy and non-conventional source of energy. So there are basically renewable resources also related to the we can say resources which are available on the earth. For example, peat, coal, firewood, dung, etc. are non-commercial source of energy too here. They are used but not that much amount too here. They are used in the local amount here. So now we need to move on the special topic. After the classification of the energy on the page number 98, we need to move on the coal. Now what is coal? Before starting we need to understand where it is actually available. A very small name is that coal. So what is the use of coal? And as I made you understand, in the production of cement, in the production of iron melting and all, coal is also used in the production of some materialistic thinking and also the energy resources. Therefore we can say man has been already attached with this kinds of mineral resources, energy resources, that is the coal. So it is using this energy resources since from the primitive time as from the ancient time. As a question also may be arising in our mind that how the coal was formed in the interior part of the earth. In the early time, my dear student, vegetation prevailed over the earth. Vegetation prevailed over the earth means everywhere you can find at that time vegetation. Dinosaurs and all, when they were killed before 25 crore year ago, before 6 crore year ago, everything dumped inside the soil, everything went downside. Humus, dead body, plant, decaying animals, mineral resources, plant, trees, branches, everything just dumped inside. So due to the tectonic movement, the vegetation just buried internally, and as a result we can say containing carbon inside. Carbon contains, some of the animals were also gradually decomposed inside with the combustion of the internal heat and all, and due to this pressure we can say the vegetation was transformed into the coal. So there are different types of coal also that I'll explain you here. So this period before 25 crore year ago was also known as Carboniferous period, or we can say Carboniferous period, the period where the carbon formed. And therefore during this period the gradual composition of the trees also, the gradual combustion of trees were also taking place slowly, which also led to the formation of the coal internally, that is a wooden coal. So somehow we can say coal is used only not for the burning purpose. Coal is also used as the process, as the purpose of energy resources. Energy resources. Okay, so that's how we can say we are having relation with the coal since from 25 crore years ago, and therefore we can say that this coal is actually used during the time of special crisis also, and at the time of production of the energy. So uses of the coal is also increased with the invention of steam engine. As per the James Watt theory, the water needs to be boiled out continuously, then only the steam can be working out. So in that case and condition we can understand that steam engine was also coming in a very advanced way. So coal was used for the burning of the engine too here, means for the giving the heat towards the chamber related to the engine. And the uses of coal also invented a great change in the human life. Therefore we can say coal became important mineral after production of the electricity too here. And some of the products are also available like coal tar, benzene oil, and we can say other crude oil are also one of the basic we can say available products related to the coal. So if you are getting this much amount of the coal, we need to understand which kind of coal types are there. So my dear student, basic we will study about the 4 types of the coal. We need to get with the basic 4 types. Okay, now what are these 4 types? We need to understand starting from anthracite, lignite, then bituminous, peat coal and all the kinds of coals are there. Anthracite, bituminous, lignite, peat coal are there. So some of the best amount of coal, some of the normal amount of coals are also given there. So this is actually classified according to the consistency of the carbon. How much amount of carbon it consists, that is actually identifying the color of the coal, that is also giving you the best amount of shine on the coal, and also it is proving that how the coal will long last after burning it. So that's how we can say this coal are actually subjected well. Now this is not the only one thing which we need to understand. We need to also go with the Indian Ocean, or we can say like Indian coal reserve also. Now how the India is working out, देखो major states are there as a producing coal. Now which are the major states? Jharkhand, Orissa, West Bengal. 3 states must you should remember. Apart from the Chhattisgarh, Madhya Pradesh, then laterally we can say Jammu and Kashmir to the northern boundaries, and then Kashmir. Besides the Kashmir, we can say Rajasthan, Tamil Nadu, Assam, Gujarat are also main producer of the coal, where we can say coal fields are also located in the Gujarat related to the Kutch, Bharuch, and also near the Mehsana. That's how we can say Bhavnagar at the, and the Surat is also one of the basic thing where the lignite coal is available. So that's how the mineral is consisting coal and coal reserve can be identified. But nowadays we can say that the availability of the coal is drastically going down, so we need to save the coal to here, otherwise we will be not easily getting energy in a very cheap amount in the upcoming days of the future to here. So that was the related energy of the coal, that's a solid energy also. Now we'll be moving towards the liquid energy. As I made you understand about the coal, now we need to understand about the how another energy resources are also obtained out. So for example, we'll be going towards the mineral oil. Now what is mineral oil? The oil, actually mineral oil, mineral, so it is actually found in the stratified rock. As I made you understand that mineral oil is found in the stratified rocks. Now these mineral oils are actually rock based substance, therefore they are found under the seabeds or ocean bed too. So if we go in the detail, then we can say that actually mineral oil is also found in the stratified rock containing strata and also containing limestone, shells, etc. In the ancient time, animal vegetation were buried internally to the earth due to movement of earth, and tectonic plutonic movements were also converted slowly with the hydrocarbon, and literally this was also formed into the liquid form, which we are actually obtaining now in the form of the mineral coal. Now the first, we can say that the first oil was dug in Assam, and that was actually in 1866. So first oil spill, oil well was dug in Assam. Now why I'm writing this kinds of things? I'm writing this kinds of things because you need to know about the mineral oil, where it was dug, what was the reason why it was dug. So that's how we can say the first oil well was dug in Assam in the 1866, that I have already mentioned the date. Now apart from mineral oil, this also gave the innermost power to the industries also, and the other part of the, we can say some of the mechanical system too here. And uppermost, if you talk about from this, then we can say the moment of finding coal here gave a very gradual increase in the development or revolution towards the new energy resources or new technical information as well reforms too here in India. So due to the tectonic moment, the layer, if you just go with the formation of the mineral oil, then we can say due to the tectonic moment of the layer, these were actually gradually, we can see, evaluated towards the surface, pushed out towards the surface, and some of them went towards internally sea with the floor, and sometimes actually came to the strata. That's how we have available to find out those kinds of coal also. Now the fields of India somehow is also relating with the field of, we can say, coal direction wise if I talk about. So the oil fields in India are divided into basic 4 zones, 4 direction wise. Which are they? Basic 4 to 5, say Generally 4 are there, but I'll make you understand about the 5 too here. So oil fields of northeast is divided in the first category. Second comes the oil fields of the we can say Gujarat also. Then third, oil fields of the Bombay Heights, oil fields of the eastern part of the India, and also oil fields of the Rajasthan. So these are the 5 basic parts in which mineral oil is actually divided into it here. Now we can say other fields are also actually related to the Gujarat, where we can say okay, after the independence, oil was first of all struck at Lunage of Kheda district. Now it is also known as Anand district, and latterly it was assumed that okay, all the things were actually consisted or done in the year of 1958, that you need to understand. So thereafter oil was found at Ankleshwar, Mehsana, then Kalol, not this are Panchmahal Kalol, that is the another Kadi Kalol, and apart from that Navagam, then latterly to the Kosamba, then Sanand, Anand, Ahmedabad, Gandhinagar, Vadodara, and apart from that Bharuch and Bhavnagar is also related with the oil fields of Gujarat. Therefore we can say mineral oil fields if are available in the Gujarat, there must be refinery also available related to the mineral oil, and that's how world's biggest refinery of the mineral oil is actually available in Jamnagar. World's biggest, I'm talking not only of India's biggest, this is the world's biggest. That's how in India we consider the refineries are located at somehow Guwahati, Barauni, then Koili, Kochi, Chennai, Mathura, Kolkata. Apart from that Gandhinagar, Vadodara, as I made you understand, Bharuch and Bhavnagar are related to the largest city also. So the largest oil refinery is also located inside the Jamnagar in Gujarat. So that is one of the basic question which we can understand and assume in the exam to here, that where is the world largest refinery located. Easily after closing your eyes you can write down Jamnagar of Gujarat. So my dear student, these are the basic example related to today's lecture in the we can say solid energy resources, liquid energy resources, mineral energy resources, and also we will be moving towards the natural energy resources too. Now what is natural energy resources? Natural energy resources. See, natural energy resources is the resources which is actually located, generated, obtained from the nature. So that's how we can say that natural resources can be consisting the natural gas, which is also associated with the mineral oil components only. It is actually separated from it. When the gas is released from the mineral oil, it is extracted and subtracted from that, kept in a different type of the areas and all from where we can easily get the dry gas. So that's how our country is also very famous to finding this kinds of detailed theory related to the non-pollutant source of energy, that is CNG, compressed natural gas. Also we can say these all the natural gases are actually available, are found in our country. Like for example, these are found at the Khambat basin, at the Kaveri basin, and also at the basin of, or we can say the place of Jaisalmer in Rajasthan. Ankleshwar of Gujarat is also considered to be one of the largest gas refinery or reserves of our nation. Therefore we can say that all the energy resources are somehow internally producing tons and tons amount of the energy also, fuel also, and employment too when they are actually starting up the industries. So till here we can understand the energy resources are there, but we need to save them also. For example, non-conventional source of energy resources. So they can be resource like, for example, we can say coal, mineral oil, solar, then mineral oil related to the limited quantity oil also. Then we should actually attempt to conserve them. Because if we are not conserving this kinds of mineral resources, obviously one day it will come, we will be running out of the mineral resources. So these are actually the resources which we need to actually protect out. But some resources are available in the abundance amount, we don't need to protect out also, like solar energy, wind energy, tidal energy, EPS energy, these all energies. So wind energy, solar energy, biogas energy, tidal energy, geothermal energy, and etc energy, including we can say alternative resources can be also seen out, and these all are the renewable source of energy. Some identifiers can be inexhaustible too, means some are not going to exhaust, always they are there. So therefore we can understand that these are the basic systematic theory which we are understanding about the energy resources, mineral resources, and the resources which can be easily subjectified with the source of commercial and non-commercial source of energy resources. So some of the agencies are also working, my dear students. See, many countries have been taking step in the production of the energy resources and also in the direction of saving of energy resources. For example, US, Russia, France, Germany, Australia, Netherlands also, and apart from that Japan is also advancing in the field of effectively to save the additional resources. And this has not been started since now. Actually, it has been started since 1981. So the commission was also set up, that is CASE, Commission for Additional Source of Energy, was also established in India to protect the energy resources and to generate the energy resources. And in the Gujarat, if you talk about, GEDA is working out, GEDA, that is Gujarat Energy Development Agency, GEDA, which is actually working in the direction of producing energy, and also it is working in the direction of saving energy also. Now some of the energy resources I will just say just like orally, and you can go through with your own self in the detail, like solar energy. Like for example, Gujarat state is actually governed by the rule of the central government and the state policy also, but maximum number of the solar energy in India is also obtained from the Gujarat, and it has also established the cold shortage near the Chani at Vadodara, where we can say with the capacity of 10 tons today solar panel are also fixed there, and also they are giving up light for the many villages too here. As well, irrigation is also possible in Gujarat in many villages where the electricity is not possible. Electricity we make possible by the help of solar panel, solar energy. So solar energy has been installed at Madhavpur too in the Bhuj, and also in the Gujarat for the distillation of the saline water, or you can say oceanic water too, from the sour to the sweet here. So some of the industrial plant are also working properly with the solar energy, and use of equipment working on the solar energy is also increasing in the country, and day by day we are moving from coal energy to the solar energy. Same as we can say wind turbine energy, wind energy is also there. Like the sun provides the thermal energy on the surface of the earth, wind are also forming some of the high and lower pressure belts, pockets, and therefore they also boost up the atmosphere. So in our country, along with the wind energy, we are also obtaining the windmills and their energy, especially near the sea coast. Now if you are thinking what is a windmill, then I would say that windmill is actually associated with the blades like this, okay, and these blades are actually generating good amount of the electricity too. So that can be said as the windmill. Now this windmill can be very big enough. They can be like seen near, especially in the area of, we can say the area where general amount of air pressure can be seen out. So like this wind energy is also working out. It is producing a great amount of energy, and by the help of this energy the villages are also subjected well for the energy electrifying house too. Therefore India has become 5th country in the world producing the wind energy, or producing the energy related to the wind power too here. So that is also you need to understand that India is first in producing mica, as I made you understand here, and furthermore India is also getting 5th rank in the production of wind energy. So today we can say that, my dear student, this all the theory of the lecture is determined and concerned that India is actually moving on the level of wind energy, biogas energy, geothermal energy, and the other energies too here. So we'll be discussing that kind of energy and the resources laterly in some other lecture, and therefore we'll be also going with the tidal energy, mineral energy, and the mineral preservation too here. So today we can say that this much lecture is somehow very good enough for you to understand about the energy resources. Now we need to understand okay, what are the mineral preservation. We read about these kinds of things and how we can preserve. Minerals are actually necessary for the existence of the human life and for their development also. So man himself has attached thinking from the certain point of view that how he or she can save the mineral and the mineral resources. So preservation must be done at the cost here. Export of the development, export of the energy and mineral resources should be subjected to be calculative factor. First of all, we need to think about Indian people, Indian nations, Indian premises, and then we can export the minerals to here. So preservation must be done, and preservation must be done according to the development of the nation as well. Minerals are also somehow used in unrestricted way, which also leads to damage their quantity and damage their property too. Somehow export in the foreign countries are also somehow developing the crisis of mineral resources, and that is why we need to preserve the mineral resources. 2 to 3 points I will read about the preservation of mineral resources, rest of you can do by yourself. So what can be done for the remedies to the mineral preservation resources? Use of proper technology. First of all, if a proper technology is obtained out, the mineral and the wastage of mineral could be reduced. Saving of the mineral could be done. Not only that much, my dear, if we are talking about, you can see, if you are talking about this kinds of blade which is moving due to help of air, it is also generating some amount of energy which is related to the air pressure, but it doesn't mean that we will waste this kinds of energy also. We need to save this kinds of energy. As the windmill I have drawn there, it is moving with the help of the air, moving the fan. Internally we can say that the induction motor is generating the wind energy, the energy into electrical energy. So we need to save that also. Apart from that, we can say alternative mineral uses can be done there. We should generally get a schedule. So alternate option must be found out of those minerals which are found in the less quantity. Example, solar energy, example, electrical energy, aluminium instead of copper energy, and also CNG instead of petrol energy. So solar energy can be also used instead of electrical energy as well. If you are using the petrol car and vehicle, you must switch on CNG. So use non-conventional source of energy can be done. It means that non-conventional source of energy like water, solar, gas, biogas should be increasingly used out. So after this preservation is done, then only we can easily subjectify that how and in which grade mineral resources can be boosted up also, saved up also, and also they can be somehow subjected towards the process where they can be stored out to here. As well, we can get this kinds of resources in the future, and also we can get benefit in the future for our next upcoming generation. So we need to save the mineral resources. This lecture was till here only, my dear student. I hope you got the proper knowledge from the lecture. Some of the topic is just discussed by me that you can read detailfully by yourself, and we'll see you in some other fresh new chapter of a new lesson. This was the end of the part. See you there with the new next lecture. Till then, you can take care, keep revising, and also save yourself from this COVID-19, a kind of virus which is actually killing the most of humanity from the earth, and we are in the danger. Jai Hind.